My name is Kamila Barba. Today I'm with my classmates Brayan Barba, Ángela Costich, Karla Segura, Victoria Sandoval, and Vanesaa González from the 12th grade B in the morning. We're gonna talk about what is mise en place and how to sit in a table. I hope you enjoy it and see you soon.
The mise en place means having everything you need to cook and serve your guests organized. That is, having it available at the right time without wasting time or other incidents due to improvisation. That is why in this staging we will show how to carry it out, based on the following aspects. Number one, a formal table, an informal table, and the mise en place of each stage. And number two, when mounting the cutlery, the name of each utensil and where it should be placed will be given. Let's start.
For the formal mise en place, we're going to need a charger, a dinner fork, a dinner knife, a salad fork and a salad knife, a soup spoon, a dessert spoon and a dessert fork, a dinner plate, soup plate, bread plate, butter knife. Also, we're going to need 5 types of glasses: water glass, red wine glass, white wine glass, champagne glass, and sherry glass. And finally, we're going to need a napkin.
Setting a formal table, we start with a charger that looks something like this. It is preferable that we use the side of our thumb to measure between the diner and the plates. So it goes somewhere here. Then we put a dinner plate and it goes above the charger. A basic rule is that forks go on the left and knives and spoons go on the right. This is a dinner fork and it goes on the left side. For the dinner forks, we have 2 options and it really depends on what we're eating. If we're eating meat, we can use this bigger knife, and if we're eating another thing, we can use these smaller knives. A tip is to put the cutting part of the knife faced to the left, so we don't cut anyone else. After the dinner fork and knife, we put the salad fork and the salad knife. The salad fork goes next to the dinner fork. And the salad knife goes next to the dinner knife. Usually, soup is served before the main entry, so if that's the case, we put a soup plate and it goes on top of the charger. And afterwards, we replace the soup plate with the dinner plate. Because we're having soup, we need to use a soup spoon, and it goes on the right side of the knives. In a formal setting table, we put a bread plate and a butter knife. This goes on the left side of the table. Butter knives can be placed many ways. It can be placed diagonally, sideways, or even behind the bread plate. When we're serving dessert, we need to put a dessert spoon or a dessert fork. It really depends on what we're having. The dessert spoon goes facing to the left, so we can handle it easier by the right. And the fork goes the other way. For the glasses, we can use 5 different types. A white wine glass looks something like this, and it goes near the forks and spoon. This is a water glass, and this is a red wine glass. They both go by the dessert spoon and the dessert fork. And lastly, we add a champagne glass and a sherry glass. They both go behind the water and the red wine glass. And lastly, we add a napkin. It can go by the side of the forks, below the forks, or we can even fold it in a fancy and pretty way like this.
Mice in place informal. The components of the mice are the following. This is the tablecloth. This is the main dish. This is the spoon. This is the knife. This is the fork. This is the napkin. This is the glass for water. And finally, this is the wine glass. And this is what makes the informal mice in place.
For informal table, you first place the tablecloth on the table. Then you place the main dish in the center of the tablecloth. The knife goes to the right of the plate, and the spoon next to it to the right. The fork goes to the left on the plate, and next to it goes the napkin. The glass of water goes on top of the kidneys like this. The glass of water replaces the glass of wine. And this is what an informal table looks like.